Hi, Cheryl Mays. Hey, I am so excited to be able to come to you, this group of simple steps for daily success, everyday work on you, and to share a tip, a success principle, something that's going to help you to accomplish your goals. And then at the end of every day, you know what I love to do, and that's to celebrate whatever success we have, to be able to celebrate. And, I was on a training earlier today. It was actually a Mother's Day host of speakers that actually came on for Simon T. Bailey. And one of the pieces that resonated with me that one of the speakers had said, they had fabulous speakers, but the one piece that I loved was, it's okay to forgive yourself at the end of the day. If for some reason you did not accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish, to be able to forgive yourself for not accomplishing the thing that you wanted to, but to also look at what you did accomplish and be able to celebrate that. Because I am all about celebrating at the end of the day. No matter what happens, I know there is something that can be celebrated. And that's what gets you to the next step. That's what lets you finish the day, have a great night, allows you to wake up the next day with gratitude in the morning, getting dressed and showing up. And that's to think about that success and not think about what you didn't finish, but think about what you did finish and what you were able to accomplish. So yesterday, I had shared into the group that I was doing a strategic plan because there's another side to the business that I'm actually working on and have teamed up with another organization. And you might have seen that I posted something about the author's lane and being able to come and see one of our own, Whitney Wiley, as she shared with us her contribution to the book One Habit for Success. And so in doing that, though, I was putting together a strategic plan. And the thing about strategic planning and the thing about actually working on a project is that there's so many pieces to it. And sometimes mentally we forget some things, right? Just because that's what happens. We have so much going on. The brain is on overload, the energy is down. And so, as much help as we can give ourselves is what we can do. And so I literally started mind mapping because I found myself going, okay, I know I have to do these particular pieces, but I didn't want to miss anything. So I stopped and I mapped it out. And mind mapping is a beautiful form of recognition. Remembering what you're supposed to be doing and what you want to focus on. And so I shared that I would share with you the art of mind mapping because I use it and it works well because I'm a visual person. And so if you are a visual person, this is a beautiful concept. If you are one of those individuals that are running 1,000 miles a minute, beautiful concept. If you are an individual that, you get someplace and go, oh my gosh, I forgot to do that, beautiful concept. So mind mapping is one of those pieces that will allow you to be successful in whatever your project is. It could be a business project, it could be personal. And today, I want to actually show you how to use the art of mind mapping, how to use it so that it truly helps you and that there's no steps that you miss or something that you just might not understand. And so we're going to look at it very simplistically and we're going to plan a birthday party using the mind map. So I am going to share my screen with you. Do-do-do. I'm going to share my screen. You don't need to see that piece there. We're going to hide this. And we're going to go right here. And we're going to put this into slide form. There you go. So mind mapping. This is the mental map to organizing information. A lot of times projects that we work on, there's just so many moving pieces. And in order not to forget one of those moving pieces, actually mapping it out will help you. Think about this. When you go on a trip, hopefully, you don't just get in the car and drive from here to your destination. You have literally looked at the best route. You've literally looked at how long it's going to take you to get there. And you know what to expect along the route. Rather, there are going to be some delays, because you've looked at your Wave app or whatever it is that you use to alert you if there are going to be some delays. And if it is, what's that alternative route that you can take? So that's mind mapping. And so that's what it does. It allows you to organize information. And so what's the purpose of it? It's to literally capture all of those thoughts that are in your head so that you don't forget them. It helps you think, it helps you collect the information, and it helps you remember and create ideas, because sometimes we just forget a piece of it. You ever forget a piece of the puzzle, right? That could be the coin term, forgetting a piece of the puzzle. And so that's what mind mapping does. It allows you not to forget those pieces, because when you see it on paper, then you literally go, oh, wait a second. Oh, there's another piece to this. And so you have the ability to literally put it in. And so that's the purpose of mind mapping. So, as I said, we're going to start out really simple, and I'm going to take you through planning a birthday party. Now, here's what you need: a blank sheet of paper, and in the center, that's going to be your central theme. That's where you're actually going to put your thought, your title, the subject, or the problem that you want to solve, or the title of whatever it is that you're working on. And for our purposes, it's a birthday party. Yay, it's a birthday party. It could be a graduation party. Maybe now you're planning graduation. This is a great opportunity for you to implement the art of mind mapping. And what it does is, when you're thinking of images, it automatically forms something in your head. How many people can say, I can't remember her name or his name, but I know what they look like? How often have you said that? Right? So what mind mapping does is it allows you to say, I remember what it looks like. And it makes more sense. The first step is to place your associations. Now, by associations, those are those elements that you are going to need to complete in order to fulfill your goal. So, for example, what you see here, this is our birthday party right here. And these are the associations. Now, the brain thinks by associations. What it does is it compartmentalizes information into your brain so that you know, when I talk about this cluster of information, these are the elements that go along with that particular cluster. And so here, what you see are our associations. Now, there are level 1 associations, which is that first branch. And that is these here: your ideas, your activities, the location, the gifts, the party, as well as the actual date of the birthday, because you don't want to forget that, right? So that's important. So you want to put that as simplistic as it might seem. You want to make sure that you put that there, because invitations are going to be contingent upon the date. Food deliveries, setting up the locations, all of that is going to be contingent on the date. So you want to make sure you have that in there. Then from that point, each association will have level 2 associations. So if you look here, it's your ideas. Okay, what are the ideas about the theme? Well, it's going to be Halloween. Okay, parties in October. Makes good sense, right? Here for your activities. Well, what are some of the activities? Well, one of them could be skating. The other one could be, we want to take a trip. Well, if we take a trip, then the third association could be maybe on a boat. Take a boat trip, take a cruise, something to the sort. Now, when we talk about associations, what they do is, as I stated, they put things in clusters so that it's easier for you to remember. And they create the connections. And these connections are essential for remembering and thinking. What you're trying to do here is you are literally tricking your mind to help you remember by giving it visual stimulation and visual information that it will compartmentalize when you talk about a specific association. So for example, when I talk about location, the first thing I'm going to think about is, okay, I remember on my cluster right there, this is to go either have it at home or we can go somewhere else. That somewhere else could be a center. If it's a center, is it a party center? Is it a sports center? Or whatever other type of activity? Maybe it's one of those Chuck E. Cheese. Maybe it's miniature golf. So it can be any of those types of things. Now, here's the key, and I'm going to talk about this a little later, but you'll see here, and I want you to notice, there are 6 initial level 1 associations. There's the ideas, the activities, the location, the gifts, the party, and then, of course, the birth date itself. So hold on to that. So that's your level 1 associations. And then from that point, you'll branch out to level 2 and level 3. Maybe you don't need all of these levels, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. And then there are the connections. Now, what you'll see on this map here are the curved lines. And what it does is, remember, we are painting a picture. We are literally painting a picture for our eyes and for our brain to be able to remember something easily, and so that it makes sense to us. And so that's why you use curved lines versus straight lines. Now, psychologists say that curved lines they arouse the emotional portion of our brain, which means there's a reaction, there's a feeling, and we remember feelings. And so that's how they associate the curved lines versus the straight lines, because this allows your eyes to flow. You see how it guides your eyes to the next theme? So curved lines are better. Brain likes curved lines. And again, it's because it arouses our emotions. So those how you want to use your connectors. You want to use curved lines. And it allows for a closeness in your paper. You don't want to end up on a poster board. Okay, you don't want this to be on a poster board by having all of these straight lines, but you want the curved lines for those two reasons. One, and the most important one, is because it stimulates into your brain an emotion. And then you want to use keywords versus sentences. Remember, we're tricking the brain to remember quickly so that we can get what we need to have done accomplished. And so you want keywords versus sentences. And this is why you'll see here, it's birthday, it's the party. What do I need for the party? I need invitations. Who are the invitations going to? My friends, my colleagues, and my family. Now, you could even have another curved line on here as to where are you going to get the invitations from? Is it going to be from a printer? Are you going to create the invitations yourself? Are you going to have them delivered? So you can even create another association along those lines. Now, what you don't want to do is here. If you look down here where it says for the birthday, there's huge sentences. What I need to do for my birthday party. And then the next one, who do I send an invitation to? I will invite members of my family. Number one, again, you're talking poster board there, and we don't want poster board, but we want to be able to also remember. And you just need keywords that will trigger the next association level. And it gives you more creativity, and it gives you clarity, because now you're not trying to memorize sentences. You've got words. And so it creates some clarity for you. Remember, clarity means clean. We want to keep it clean so that you can remember. The next one is proximity. So the length of the word is ideally matches the length of the curved line, which keeps things in a close-knit cluster. And that's why it's better for you to be able to use just words versus sentences, and to not have the lines so drawn out as the illustration in the bottom. Do you see how this here looks? Remember, the brain is what we're trying to help to remember things. And so the further you spread these out, the less likely your brain will make the connection. And that's what you want. You want to make the connection. So you want to make sure that your words are in close proximity and that they are actually the length of the line itself. So I hope this is starting to make sense. And I'm going to leave this into the group so that you can actually take it. You can look at it again. I guarantee you this is going to be something that will help you to be able to create a blueprint for whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, whether it be professional or personal. This is going to be a huge, huge nugget for you to be able to be successful. So we're going to go ahead and continue. So your words want to be in close proximity. The second thing is the few associations give you a really clear picture. So if you look at this first illustration here, it's clean. The associations are clustered where I can see the clusters, and mentally I can look at this and go, okay, I can follow this. It makes sense. If you look at this illustration at the bottom, boy, does that overwhelm you. Do you look at that and go, there's no way. There's just no way I'm going to be able to do all of these things. So again, psychologists have said, have found, have studied that the mind can only grasp about 7 associations. So here you see 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see 6 associations here. Here you see about 12 or 15. You are giving yourself a really hard time to try to compartmentalize. When you start adding on beyond 7, you go to 10, 12, and 15. Now, what you can do is create a second mind map for a second group of associations, which will then allow you to compartmentalize that also. So you want to make sure that you limit it to about 7 associations. And then color and images. Now, the use of color is so important because, again, remember, we're talking about the brain and we're trying to help the brain remember, and we're trying to compartmentalize so that we know exactly where things are. Now, research shows that people who use color and images in their imagination, they don't forget as easily. You ever have something and you go, I wrote it down and I remember writing it on a red sheet of paper. That happens to me. So I know I can't be the only one. Maybe. No, I'm sure I'm not. But you remember things like that. You go, okay, wait a second. I remember exactly what it looked like because it was red and it was round. And so this is how you remember colors and images. So for your mind map, to put lines or clusters into a specific color is going to help you remember. And I love this because, as you see, this cluster here is yellow, this cluster is red, this cluster is blue, and then the other clusters have their own unique colors also. And images are used like keywords. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So mind mapping is a great tool. It's a great technique to help you to accomplish your goals in a efficient and effective manner. It's not complicated unless you make it complicated and you go back to that cluster that we saw with the 15 associations. But if you keep it limited, and if you need to have another mind map, then do that. But make it to whereas it's easy for yourself. Remember, this is a tool that's supposed to help you. It's not supposed to overwhelm you. It's not supposed to make you feel as though you can't complete what you want to complete. It's supposed to guide you to be able to accomplish your goals. And that's what a mind map is. Simple, right? Listen, if you have a goal, if there is a project that you are working on and you want to use this as your guide, please do so. If you need additional assistance and you want to reach out to me, I can help you through this process. That's what I do as a trainer and coach. I help individuals by providing techniques that will allow them to be able to be successful. And so that's what I enjoy doing. I love seeing people when they go, yes, I did it, Eureka. So definitely use this as a manner in which you can accomplish your goals. So this is the opportunity that I wanted to share with you today. And I am very excited with this group. I'm excited that we are here to support, encourage, share information, help one another. And remember, engagement is essential as well as productive. It allows other individuals to know that you care, to know that they have a support team, to know that they have accountability also. Use this group for that. There are days where there are going to be pitch days, and I think that's on Wednesday, when you actually get to pitch what you do in your business, where you get to pitch what upcoming event you have. There are days where today is Motivational Thursday. I love motivational videos. So, we all have seen at some point a motivational video that just sparked something in us that said, oh my gosh, I can do this. Share those videos. I love to see those videos, and I am sure that other individuals would love to add those videos to their library. I have a library of motivational videos. So definitely share those. What technique you are looking to have? What is it that you're working on that I can help you with? Share that. You never know. Asking for help is something that is beneficial to not only you, but to everything around you. So ask for help. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm going to provide for you. So I hope this has been helpful for you. And listen, tomorrow is Friday. Yay, you made it through the week and you've had some successes. That is phenomenal. So, Friday, tomorrow, we have a guest. I told you Friday would be Guest Friday, where I bring someone that is either a friend of mine, an associate of mine, or someone that I think is just doing great things, and I want them to come and share that with you. Again, simple steps for daily success. And tomorrow I have Kathleen L. Kathleen L., she is a best-selling author. She's an international transformational speaker and an intuitive coach, as well as a certified healer. Now, she also masters in meditation. And so she's going to come and she's going to share with us for about 10 or 15 minutes and provide you with some techniques, provide you with some information and some knowledge that will be edifying to your body, your self-care, and to your life in general. So join us tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is going to be at 12:30 EST, Eastern Standard Time. 12:30 tomorrow, Kathleen will be joining us. So join in. If you're in your office, take about 10 minutes. It's around lunchtime at 12:30. If you're in your office, bring your coworkers too. We'd love to share this information with them. If you are still working from home, bring your family in. So definitely going to be beneficial for you and your life. I guarantee you, I will not bring people on Friday that have nothing of value. So that's what we want is content and value. And that's what I'm going to provide for you. So have an amazing day. And thank you so much for joining me on this day. Now, if I can get this to work properly, ta-da, we are back. I am. Hold on here. Give me a second. I hope you're having a great day. I truly do. I hope you are having a fabulous day, and I hope you continue to have a fabulous day. So, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again. I'll see you tomorrow. Definitely.